Most of us grew up hearing the same simple message: fruit is good for you. A bowl of fresh fruit on the kitchen table, the sweet taste of an orange after school, the convenience of a banana in your lunchbox. These moments are woven into our memories, symbols of health and vitality. It's an image so deeply ingrained that few of us ever question it. But as we grow older, especially past our mid-50s, some of those familiar truths begin to shift in subtle ways. What once nourished effortlessly may now ask a little more of our bodies than we realize. For many seniors, especially those quietly managing conditions like blood pressure or blood sugar, this can be especially true when it comes to fruit and kidney health. You might feel a pang of doubt, or maybe a flicker of confusion hearing this. After all, hasn't fruit always been the safe, wholesome choice? I want you to hold on to that question gently, like a pebble in your hand. What if some fruits, in their sweetness and color, could actually place extra strain on aging kidneys? This isn't about blame or restriction. It's about understanding the quiet work your body is doing every day and making informed choices that honor that effort. Because when we listen carefully, we give ourselves a chance to thrive, not just survive, in these years. I remember a man, let's call him Joe. He was in his late 60s, the kind of man who took pride in how carefully he ate. Joe was conscientious, the kind of patient who showed up to appointments with a notebook full of questions and a calm determination to do everything right. He loved fresh fruit, bananas, oranges, dates. His kitchen was often a colorful display of what many would call a healthy diet. Yet, despite his efforts, Joe's lab results told a quiet story of strain. His kidneys were under pressure, subtle signs that the filters inside were struggling to keep up. This puzzled him. He wasn't overweight. He exercised moderately. He avoided smoking and alcohol. What was happening? Joe's story is not uncommon, and it's one I share not to alarm but to illuminate. It is a reminder that health is rarely about absolutes, but about balance and nuance. The body, especially as it ages, has changing needs, and understanding those needs can feel like learning a new language, one where familiar words carry different meanings. Our kidneys, often overlooked, are marvels of engineering. Picture them as silent sentinels, tirelessly filtering waste, balancing fluids, and regulating minerals like potassium and phosphorus. In youth, they operate with robust strength, handling whatever we throw their way. But by the time we reach 60 or beyond, it's natural for kidney function to decline, sometimes by as much as 30%, often without any outward symptoms. They're still at work, but their capacity to manage certain substances lessens, and that's where some fruits come into play in surprising ways. Fruits like bananas and oranges are rich in potassium, a mineral vital to our nerve and muscle function, including the beating of the heart. But when kidneys aren't filtering as effectively, potassium can build up in the blood, leading to a dangerous condition known as hyperkalemia. This isn't just a medical term. It's a quiet hazard that can sneak up without warning, causing weakness, irregular heartbeat, and in severe cases, serious complications. For many, this risk remains invisible until tested by a physician. In addition to potassium, the sugar content in some fruits can add another layer of stress. When your kidneys are compromised, their ability to manage the subtle shifts in blood sugar is diminished, making the metabolic balance more delicate. Dried fruits such as dates or apricots concentrate sugar and minerals in small bites, which can be especially taxing. It's not that these fruits are inherently bad. Far from it. They offer vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. But like many things in life, their impact depends on how your body handles them now, not just what they offered when you were younger. This is a place where many men and women struggle quietly. You might find yourself caught between wanting to honor lifelong habits and the gentle reality that your body's needs have evolved. It can feel frustrating, even isolating, especially when the signs are invisible and the answers aren't found in catchy headlines or quick fixes. The truth is more patient, more complex, and ultimately more compassionate. It's about learning to listen, really listen, to your body's whispers rather than waiting for a shout. So, what does this mean for your daily choices? It means that not all fruit needs to be avoided, but some deserve a more thoughtful approach. Consider the bananas you peel each morning, or the glass of orange juice that once felt like a burst of sunshine. If your kidneys have shown signs of strain, these familiar favorites might need to be limited, at least for a time. That's a small but powerful shift, one that respects the quiet work your kidneys continue to do every day. Alongside this, there are fruits that tend to be gentler companions for aging kidneys. Berries like blueberries and strawberries, for example, are often lower in potassium and rich in antioxidants that may support overall health. Apples, too, with their fiber and subtle sweetness, can be a comforting option. Even grapes and pineapple, enjoyed in moderation, can fit into a kidney-conscious diet, offering enjoyment without the same level of mineral burden. These aren't sacrifices, they are new invitations to savor flavors that honor your body's current needs. But it's not just about the type of fruit, it's about how and when you enjoy it. Portion size matters deeply. 1 or 2 small servings of fruit a day can be balanced with other foods to help your body process sugars and minerals more effectively. Pairing fruit with a bit of protein or fiber, like a handful of nuts or a slice of whole grain bread, can slow sugar absorption and ease the load on your kidneys. Rotating fruits to avoid overconsumption of any one type is another simple, practical step. And above all, regular kidney function tests, like checking your glomerular filtration rate or creatinine levels, keep you informed so you don't have to guess or worry in the dark. These adjustments, while modest, are profound in their respect for the body's aging wisdom. They are not restrictions, but choices made in partnership with yourself, a dialogue between experience and care. I've witnessed countless men and women find renewed confidence when they understand their body's unique language, trading confusion for clarity and isolation for connection. This understanding invites a different kind of hope, one that feels quieter, but no less powerful. It's a hope rooted in respect for the years lived and the decades yet to come. Your body, your kidneys, have carried you through storms and celebrations, early mornings and long nights. Now, it's about tuning in to their subtle signals, offering them kindness through mindful choices, not because you have to, but because you want to. Because every moment of care is a seed for vitality to grow. As we continue this conversation, I want you to carry with you the idea that health in these years is less about strict rules and more about gentle awareness. There is no one-size-fits-all answer, but there is always room for insight, for adjustment, and for hope. In the next part, we'll explore the surprising list of fruits that deserve caution and the practical ways you can enjoy fruit while protecting your kidneys. Not by giving up what you love, but by choosing wisely. For now, take a breath. Imagine the quiet work your kidneys do, filtering every drop of blood countless times a day. Imagine the sweetness of fruit as both nourishment and challenge, depending on the state of those filters. And imagine yourself, not as someone bound by limitations, but as someone learning the art of listening, adapting, and thriving with each new day. If you found yourself wondering about your own habits or feeling uncertain about what's best for your health, you're not alone. This journey is about curiosity as much as caution, about asking questions and seeking answers that honor the fullness of your life experience. And it's a conversation I'm here to have with you, step by step. As we move forward together, let's take a moment to look at some of the fruits that, while common and often celebrated, might be quietly asking too much from kidneys that have seen decades of faithful service. This isn't about demonizing any food. Nature's bounty is vast and varied, but about learning to read the subtle signals our bodies send as we age. Bananas, for example, are often called the perfect snack. They're soft, sweet, and convenient, a go-to for many looking for a quick boost. But bananas are also rich in potassium, sometimes containing as much as 450 milligrams in a single medium fruit. For young, healthy kidneys, that's no problem. But for kidneys whose filtering power has diminished, consistently high potassium can accumulate in the blood, leading to symptoms that are easy to overlook until they become serious. It's a quiet risk that doesn't announce itself loudly, but it's there. For seniors especially, consuming bananas daily or in large amounts can tip the balance. Oranges and their bright, juicy cousins, orange juice, are another staple many reach for instinctively. The tang and sweetness awaken the senses, and the vitamin C content has its own health benefits. Yet oranges are also high in potassium, and the juice concentrates sugar and minerals in a way that can challenge an aging kidney's ability to keep up. Drinking large glasses of orange juice every morning may feel like a healthy habit, but if you're watching your kidney health, it's a habit worth reconsidering, or at least moderating. Dried fruits such as dates, apricots, and raisins are often seen as natural sweets, rich in fiber and nutrients. But drying fruit concentrates sugars and minerals, making a small handful pack a bigger punch than fresh fruit. For those with reduced kidney function, these concentrated bites can mean a sudden, unexpected load on the system. While they still offer nutritional value, portion control becomes especially important. Even some fruits that might surprise you, like avocados and melons, deserve attention. Avocados are beloved for their healthy fats and creamy texture, but they are surprisingly high in potassium, more than many other fruits. If you're savoring an avocado daily, it's worth considering how that fits into your kidney's workload. Melons like cantaloupe and honeydew, though hydrating and sweet, are also higher in potassium and natural sugars. Watermelon, on the other hand, tends to be lower in potassium and more hydrating, making it a somewhat safer choice when enjoyed in moderation. But it's not just a matter of which fruits you eat. It's also about how you eat them. The rhythm and balance of your meals can make a significant difference. Small changes, like pairing fruit with a bit of protein or fiber, can help slow sugar absorption and ease the burden on your kidneys. A handful of nuts, a slice of whole grain bread, or a spoonful of Greek yogurt alongside your fruit can transform the way your body handles those sugars and minerals. These practical steps help you enjoy the flavors and benefits of fruit without tipping the delicate balance your kidneys maintain. Rotation is another simple but powerful tool. Rather than eating the same fruit every day, varying your choices can prevent any one mineral or sugar load from becoming overwhelming. It's a way of spreading out the work your kidneys have to do, giving them space to rest and recover. This is not about deprivation, but about harmony, listening to what your body needs and responding with kindness. Beyond the fruit itself, hydration plays a quiet but vital role in kidney health. Water is the best friend your kidneys have. It helps flush out toxins, supports circulation, and keeps those delicate filters functioning as smoothly as possible. Drinking enough water each day can make a profound difference, especially if you are mindful about balancing fruit intake. Remember, the goal isn't to restrict joy or flavor, but to nurture the systems that support your vitality. All these small adjustments together create a lifestyle approach that respects your body's wisdom and the years it carries. It's a way of caring for yourself that feels proactive without being overwhelming, gentle without sacrificing pleasure. I've seen patients transform their outlook and energy when they realize that health in these years is not about strict rules, but about curiosity, attention, and respect. At its heart, this journey is about more than food. It's about how we see ourselves in the unfolding chapters of life. You've lived through countless seasons, the triumphs, the challenges, the everyday moments that shape us. Your body, including those quiet kidneys working tirelessly, deserves acknowledgement and care, not just because it's necessary, but because it honors the life you've lived and the life you want to continue living fully. This is why I often tell my patients that adapting your diet is not a surrender, but a profound act of self-respect. It's saying to yourself, I've come this far, and I want to go further, with strength and grace. It's about embracing change as a partner, not an adversary, learning the language of your body's whispers so that you don't wait for a shout. As you consider these ideas, I invite you to slow down and reflect on your own habits. What fruits do you reach for most often? How do they make you feel? Not just in the moment, but over days and weeks. What small steps could you take to honor your kidneys' work without giving up the simple pleasures you love? These questions aren't meant to rush you, but to open a door to mindful, compassionate care. If this video has sparked a new awareness or even a quiet concern, that's a meaningful first step. Sometimes just noticing is enough to begin a gentle shift. I encourage you to consider scheduling a checkup that includes kidney function tests. Knowing where you stand can give you a roadmap for action and peace of mind. And remember, you don't have to navigate these questions alone. Talking with your healthcare provider, sharing your experiences with loved ones, or even reaching out in the comments below can connect you with a community of others who understand the path you're walking. I want to leave you with a vision. Picture yourself walking through a quiet orchard at dusk, the air cool and fragrant, You're surrounded by trees heavy with fruit, some familiar, some new. You reach out, selecting carefully, savoring each bite with gratitude. There's no rush, no pressure, only the gentle rhythm of respect between you and this body that has carried you through decades of life. This moment is yours, a pause of care and connection. I'm Dr. Michael Hanks, and my hope for you is this: that you carry forward with renewed clarity, listening deeply to what your body asks for, and responding with kindness. The best years are not behind you. They are unfolding now, in every choice, every breath, every thoughtful moment. If you have questions, or if there's a particular challenge you face with diet or kidney health, please don't hesitate to reach out in the comments. This is a space of understanding where we learn and grow together. For more grounded, compassionate advice on health and vitality, consider subscribing. I'm here to walk beside you through the twists and turns of aging with wisdom and care. Remember, the journey to health is not about perfection, but presence. You have the strength to listen, the courage to adapt, and the grace to thrive. Thank you for trusting me to share this with you today. Take care of yourself, your kidneys, your heart, and your whole being. And until next time, be well.